Nakaribisha sana watu wote ambao wanatuangalia sasa hivi kutokea hapa mjini Kampala. Jina yangu EDy Sendi. Najua watu wengi mtashangaa juu ya nini nimebadilisha lugha. Lakini vile tuko kwa East Africa, kuna watu wengi ambao wanapenda mzee rais ya Uganda, mzee Museveni, ambao wako hapa Uganda na kwa nchi zingine ambao ziko karibu hapa na nchi yetu. Vile vile kuna mjama mmoja ambao nakwenda zungumza naye neno ya East Africa, ndugu yangu, my brother from another mother, anatokea hapa karibu mjini Nairobi, Kenya. Kuna watu wengi ambao wanapenda mzee, lakini kuna watu ambao wametoka, wamewacha kazi yao na wamefika kwa levels za kutoka mjini Kenya wanakuja hapa nchini yetu kufanya kampeni. Sasa ukikuwa kama natokea Uganda, alafu naona mtu anatoka Kenya, we mwenye ambao iko hapa Uganda unasema Museveni hapana, iko mtu mzuri. Lakini mtu anatokea Kenya anakuja hapa Uganda na kuambia rais ni mtu mzuri. So nashangaa mtu anafika hata na kwa pulpit anapigia mzee, anakuja hapa kufanya kampeni. Karibuni ndugu.
Nashukuru sana.
Nimefurahi sana kukuona na nafikiri umekuja na neno mingi nzuri kutokea kwetu Kenya.
Yes.
Lakini mimi nafikiria tunafaa tuombe Electoral Commission.
Yes.
Wakupatie uwezo ya kupiga kura. Vile unaongea vizuri sana kwa nchi yetu.
Nashukuru.
Tulikuwa pale kwa parking, nilisikiliza kama unaimba nyimbo zetu hapa.
Nashukuru.
Chameleone anaonekana ni mtu yako
Sana.
Sasa siwona faa upate kadi ya kupiga kura.
Hivi makaribuni kwa mapenzi ya Mwenyezi Mungu, tukikuwa na East Africa Community penye tunaelekea mbele, itafanyika kwa mapenzi ya Mwenyezi Mungu.
Lazima.
Yeah.
Na mimi niko na mpango nikipata wazi ya kuomba rais, tufate mpango ya kufundisha watu wote wa East Africa Swahili
kabisa.
Na lazima biashara itakuwa rahisi. Fikiria kama kutoka Kenya mpaka DRC mpaka Burundi, Somalia, yes, Sudani.
Yes.
Sote tunaongea lugha moja.
Very true.
Unafahamu? Maneno ya kusoma itakuwa rahisi. Watu kukaa, kufanya biashara.
Yes.
Ukitoka Uganda unafika Kenya kama uko na shida, ni lazima unakuwa kama na uwezo ya kuongea na watu pale. Wanakusaidia upesi. Baada ya kuongea Kiingereza, unaweza ukakuta butu hapa Uganda kama ajui Kiingereza, ajui Kiswahili, na kuzungumza inakuwa ngumu.
Yeah.
But anyway, because a lot of my brothers and sisters and fellow Ugandans here cannot speak or understand Swahili, just to give a little brief, I was welcoming my brother, Dr. Cassy Pool, from Kenya. He's one guy, I think, who deserves to have an East African passport. He's born, bred, brought up in Kenya, but he has a lot of love for Uganda. Just a short while ago, he was singing to Jose Chameleone's music. And his love for President Museveni is unrivaled. He's attended his rallies, he's been campaigning for him, and he's come out to appreciate him for his love for the not formation, but for his push for the East African Federation, in order to put East Africa together as a nation. kindly just say hi to the people. And what we are doing here, this is the longest online rally.
Yes.
The first of its kind. We have put close to 20 online platforms.
Wow.
On TikTok, on Snapchat,
Wow.
on Instagram,
Wow.
on YouTube,
Wow.
on Facebook.
Wow.
We've got the biggest number of bloggers.
Wow.
They are all right now broadcasting live.
Thank you.
And then at every opportune moment,
Yeah.
clips are cut out of the entire interview.
Wow.
And still circulated across the board.
Wonderful.
So you can say hi to the people, and then we can talk some East African business.
Hi, great people. I go by the name Dr. Cassy Pool. I come from Kenya. I bring you greetings from the people of Kenya. I bring you greetings from the great people of Tanzania because I move around, and great people of South Sudan. So I'm Kenyan, and I'm passionate about the leadership of His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. I call him East Africa Papa.
East Africa Papa.
Yeah.
That's a nice one. It's a new one. It's a new one.
Yeah.
But Dr. Kasipul, people will be wondering, where do you draw the inspiration to love President Museveni like that?
You know, first of all, I'm a
Pan-Africanist.
Yes, I believe in East Africa. And something you don't know, I was conceived in Kampala.
Ah.
I was conceived in Kampala. My father and my mother met in Kampala.
Okay.
I'm a product of Uganda.
So that's where you draw the love.
The love for Uganda is unconditional. The love for East Africa community is unconditional. So the reason why I support His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni is because we only have one, and it can only be one Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Today, as we speak, in this great region of East Africa, the only person that has made this great region become one, become peaceful, is Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the President of the Republic of Uganda. We have every single reason to celebrate Mzee. We have every single reason to protect Mzee. We have every single reason to pray for Mzee.
But the person you are talking so good about, we have people in some quarters who call him a dictator.
Yes.
And what makes you support a dictator?
You know, you can describe, or it can be called names by, I believe, if you ask me, I don't want to be very personal, but allow me to emphasize. The picture that is out there, I don't know where it came from, but I believe it's from the West. I don't know, because personally I grew up, I'm 40 years old. I've been reading history about Uganda. I know so much about Uganda through reading. I understand that since Mzee took over power 40 years ago, this country has been very peaceful. Not only this country, but the entire region. How do you describe, or how do you call a person a dictator? And yet, in East Africa, the only country that has so many television stations is Uganda. Go do your research.
You mean we have more television stations than any country in the region?
East Africa. You have over 340-something
radio
stations. Even in Kenya, we don't have such number. Go do your research.
Wow, I'm surprised.
If you call someone a dictator, it means that you cannot talk, you cannot speak your voice out there. You cannot relay your opinion to the public.
True.
Uganda is the only country that you'll talk and you'll walk freely and independent. I'll give you an example. The opposition, I don't want to mention names. We see them out there campaigning every day. We see them insulting the president every day. We see them calling the president names every day. But they walk freely. They go eat chicken in their house. They take their children to school the following day. How do you call such person a dictator? As we speak today, if we have such leaders in different countries, other countries, even my country, I'm sorry to use that example. You wake up in the morning, you insult the president,
And
you
you
call
go
him
and have
names,
breakfast.
and you go have breakfast, and yet the president that you insult, he is the president of the country. The police that are protecting you, they're under his government.
True.
Are you getting my point?
Yeah, I do.
You are protected by the same government that you're insulting. You are a product of the same president.
True.
You've created wealth because of the same president. Because the stability, peace stability that the president has created in this country has enabled you as a opposition leader to create wealth. So how do you call such a person a dictator? How do you call such a person a dictator? There is none political leader that is in exile. Go to other countries. There are so many political leaders who are in exile right now as we speak. I don't want to mention names because
that's a story for another
day. But it's only in Uganda whereby political leaders that are opposing His Excellency the President, then in the country, then they are driving around, they are living in peace. How do you call such a person a dictator?
There was a time in the 70s, we once had a president who came out and said, you have freedom of speech,
Yeah.
but I can't guarantee you freedom after speech.
After speech. But it's in Uganda whereby you speak, you talk the way you want.
And you are guaranteed,
And you are guaranteed
freedom after speech.
But
because those are two different situations.
Situation.
You can have freedom of speech,
Yes.
but you might not have freedom after speech.
After speech. Today as we speak, the Uganda parliament is the vibrant, the most vocal parliament in East Africa. Most vocal. Every day we see,
What
the
is happening
fracas
there?
and it's healthy, People have to, this is Africa. We have to exchange blows and whatever, and it's healthy.
True.
It's only in Uganda whereby you can walk at night.
Our night economy is booming.
It's booming. And the security is perfect. It's only in Uganda. A foreigner can come and he will not look behind his back. You will eat, drink, and even make children in this country. I might be having one. So,
Feel free to
you might
have
wonder
more.
why I'm coming back
and forth.
I might be having 2, 3 existing. But I've never been asked, where are you from? Uganda is the pearl of Africa. Uganda is the promised land under the able leadership of His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. We must protect Mzee. We must protect him at all cost.
The person you are giving all the flowers and talking so passionately about, just the other day, his forces arrested your 2 brothers.
Yes.
Your brothers from another mother.
Yes, they're my friends.
And they were put in for some days.
Yeah.
No communication.
Yes.
And afterwards, they were handed over to the Kenyan authorities at the border.
Yes.
Don't you feel like you are betraying your own?
Well, in every family, there must be a character. Those are our character back in Kenya. Those two, you don't call someone, you don't call a criminal your brother. If he's a criminal, he has one name, he's a criminal. He's not your brother. Today, if you have a brother who is a thief, He doesn't
He's
have
a
an.
thief.
He's a thief. We call him a thief. He's not your brother. A thief is a thief. He will steal from the neighbor and he will steal
From you as well.
Because at the end of the day, he is a thief. He's not your brother. And let's not have this mentality that so long as he's our Kenyan brother, so long as he's our Tanzanian brother, and he's a thief or he's a criminal, we protect him because he's our brother. No. Those are characters that have disturbed our president back home. They call themselves human rights activists. That is the name that I've come up with. Those are jobless people that they have just to go, incite people, and make money from the West.
Oh.
So if you come to Uganda, I oftenly come to Uganda. I've never been stopped and asked, where are you going to? Where are your papers? What are you doing here? No. I drive around. Most of the time I drive from the border of Busia border up to Kampala. The other day I was in Yumbe. I was in Arua. I've never been stopped by a police officer to ask me. I was once stopped and they came and say, hi, how are you doing? Oh, bad man, Mozi, are you okay? You're fine, proceed. That is how they called me. So if you see a criminal being arrested and you want to protect him as a brother, then you are a criminal. Those are bad characters in our country. They have disturbed peace in our country. They have created havoc in our country. And now they wanted to infect or to come and, transmit the disease here. So what happened was okay, was fine. Because number one, they came back home safe. In other countries, they would have been dead. So what does that tells you? It tells you that Mzee is okay. Despite criminals coming in this country, he handed them over back to our country, safe and sound.
I hear you. Did you interact with them at all after their escapade?
Those are criminals. I don't associate myself with criminals. I am a decent man. I don't associate myself with criminals. So even having coffee with them or tea with them or associating with them, I can never associate myself with people with bad characters. What we are doing right now is to make sure that we have a united East Africa community. And if you go to another country with your bad characters and you want me to associate with you, then I will never associate with you. I associate with good people, people with good intention, people with good morals, people who fear God. That is me. I am a father. I am a husband. I am a leader. So how do you expect me to associate with the people who don't even have family, who don't have even morals? They don't even fear God. I don't associate with them.
You want to associate yourself with people who can be give a good inspiration to your children, the same way you as a father does.
Yes. I'm 40 years old right now.
But you look younger.
I'm 40 years old. I thank Allah. I have 9 kids.
Wow. Thank you.
I started having kids at the age of 16. Now you can imagine my firstborn. I'm a grandfather at the age of 40. It is my responsibility and duty to make sure that my bazukulu, they're called bazukulu, the bazukulu,
exactly,
live in peace and harmony, and they can move around in peace and harmony. If God loves me so much, I have like another 40 years to live in this world. What am I going to do so that I can transform or I can make sure that I have left a mark in the lives of people? By doing the right thing at the right time.
You are passionate about not only President Museveni, but you are passionate about East Africa. And during the Tanzanian elections,
yes,
you still went down to Tanzania,
Yes.
and social media shows us that you were campaigning for Raisi Suluhu.
Yes.
What was your conviction in getting into that as well?
My conviction was, this issue to do with the demonstration and the issues that happened in Kenya
Mm.
was a very bad experience to me.
Mm.
I was on the at the high peak of my career because I was an influencer in my country.
Mm.
One day I was called, but by certain guys, in quotes. They called me in Serena. They sat me down, and they told me, "You have a very huge and massive influence in the community. There is this agenda that we want to push via online to make sure that we deal with the president." I asked them, "Okay, now go ahead and tell me." They told me, "Listen, we are going to give you money, but make sure you post Ruto must go, and you influence the young generation so that they can go to the street and get rid of Ruto." Ask them how, why, what are the intention. No, don't worry about our intention. We have already spoken to other celebrities. They have agreed. So it's now you to agree. And then we push the agenda. So I went back home. I sat down with my wife. We had a discussion. And I looked at myself in the next 20 years. I looked at my kids. If we burn down this country, where are my kids going to stay? If this thing turns to be something else, it means that I'll also be the victim. So I called them. I told them, "Listen, I'm not interested." The guy told me, "With without you, we will proceed." True to his word, after 2 weeks, all the celebrities were given money and they posted. And you saw what happened in Kenya. They burned down the whole country. So the young, innocent soul believed that it was a genuine cause to go out there. They didn't know that celebrities were bought to influence them to go out there so that they can get rid of our president. But I knew about it. So it went like that. Things happened. And
Uganda
the
House
country,
was burnt, and so many
and
other
so many things, buildings were burned down. But we overcame by the grace of God. So
Lives were lost.
lives were lost.
Do you have any statistics?
I don't have. That is, the government, that, to do to things to do with, lives and whatever are left for the government, because I'm not a specialist in
that
that direction. Now, after that, I saw the same thing happening to Tanzania. I traveled to Tanzania. I sat them down. I had meetings with over 1,000, 2,000 young people. I told them, this thing that you see they are praising is called Gen Z thing. It's organized. I am a celebrity. These are the people who came and consulted me and gave me even an offer so that at least we can burn down. Don't allow it to be used by these people. It happened the way it happened. And I want to tell young people of this country that the beast is out there. The beast that is not happy when East Africa is in peace. Don't allow anybody to use you, because at the end of the day, if lives are lost, then it means that the country will go down.
It will end up in turmoil.
It will end up in turmoil. So I went to Tanzania. We spoke to young people. And so many young people received the message. But at some point, you understand what happened. Right now, as we speak, they test me every day in my inbox. They tell me, we regret what we did.
The ones in Tanzania.
The ones in Tanzania. They test me, how we wish we could hear
What you said.
what you said. Because now it ended up like that because they were used. But the good thing about Tanzania is that they are so passionate about their country. They have come together as one country and forged way forward. So I understand. I'm in a position. I know things that people don't know. If someone can sit down and strategize how to ban the country, and you know, it happens this way. They use a lot the opposition because they know the opposition is the only tool to use so that they can incite the public.
I hear you.
Whenever an opposition leader speaks, they seek for sympathy. So once they do such a thing, and they're done with the whole process, now they operate like they have three bodies: the human rights, the so-called human rights, the opposition, and some international media houses. Specific. They operate this way. They use the opposition, then the human rights comes in, and then the international media house come and cover.
To give it an international appeal.
An appeal, yeah.
And to put it out there. For
our old president, United States, Donald Trump, president, told one of the international media house that you must stop that nonsense. And it's known. We can't mention the name. With a specific one of our brother that is being used by that in the same international media house. So whenever there is havoc and chaos, he will fly in, come and cover. He tried that in Tanzania, but they told him, we know you. With your nonsense, we're not going to allow you to come here and cover things and exaggerate out there. So that is the way that they operate. They use the opposition, they bring in the human rights, and then they bring in the international media house so that they can manipulate leaders.
Would you tell me that what happened in Tanzania, because I call it what happened because we all just read what was being fed to us through social media.
Yes.
Could there have been some exaggeration? Could it have been, you know, social media? The one who writes or the one who speaks is the one who is believed.
Yes. Social media platform is the only platform that even unfit person can speak
use
and relay information because it's not regulated.
True.
It is not a regulated platform. And how I wish, and I support fully what the president said, that we must regulate this online media platform because they are misleading people. What happened in Tanzania? I'm not in a position to talk on behalf of Tanzania because I'm not a government official in Tanzania. But I'm just speaking
as an East African,
and,
as a concerned African,
as a concerned,
who is for peace.
Is for peace. It was exaggerated. It was highly exaggerated. And that's why I even pointed at that so-called journalist. I told him, you are our African brother. Never allow yourself to be used by the West to come and exaggerate our story. Why is it that every time you come when there is war, where there is violence, you come in? Right now, he's very busy coming to, I even saw him the last time he was here. But he'll never come here to cover. We have gorillas
in
Gwindi. We have Power Project in Jinja. We have a presidential skill hub that is taking care of vulnerable young men and women all over the regions. Come and cover those things. Come and tell people what Mzee has done. Come and tell people we have over 11 active factories that is producing sugar. Come and tell the world that Uganda is producing over 5 billion liters of milk. Come and tell the world that Uganda has discovered that they have gold, they have uranium, they have everything. They have oil. Why is it that you come when there is violence that has been cooked by the same people that you are serving? That has been fueled by the same people? How I wish people could open their eyes and see and love their country, protect their country at all costs. Are you getting my point?
No, very clearly, very clearly. It is sad to see someone only appearing like to sound war drums.
Yes, and is very busy covering things that has been stage managed. All what we are seeing, if you are very intelligent, you'll know that these people are stage managing, they're provoking the police officers so that they can have the video to send to their masters. A police officer is entitled to protect the lives and wealth, the property
of their people.
Of their people.
True.
How do you even slap a police officer and expect not to be caned by a police officer? We have our way of doing things in Africa. Human rights will tell you you need to put bed and television so that prisoners can watch. That is human right. They're entitled to watch televisions. They're entitled to eat bread in the morning as prisoners, the way it's done in the West. But how do you give a prisoner who has raped a young girl, child, who has murdered someone, television, and even you'll end up murdering someone so that you can live well? There is way that we do things in Africa. How does someone have human rights? Is saying that I have my rights as a citizen. He has slapped a police officer.
And is expected to be treated with kid gloves.
Yes, with gloves and given flowers. That this is the way of doing things in West countries. We have ways of doing things. So we are telling our brother, come and tell the world the positive side of Kenya, positive side of Tanzania, positive side of Uganda.
I have seen you make several videos about, I'll still call him your brother, but you will describe him better. We have a gentleman called Larry Madoa. He's an international journalist, and he's very busy, especially around election time. And I've seen you give him a telling off with his actions. Do you have something personal against him?
Well, by the way, even that name, I don't know whom you're talking about, but I just know a useless journalist who served the West people with a bald head from my community, Luo community.
He fits the description.
He serves the West. He's used as I don't know the name that you've mentioned, but I'm saying I just saw him the other day. He was busy running with an opposition leader here, taking videos at the airport. He doesn't even have agenda. Going to take video at the airport, saying that, the airport, we have posters of Mzee, we have this and that. Let me tell you, and I'll be very honest with you. The reason why you see that journalist is called, I call him Kipara. The reason why Kipara is busy is because he's serving an international media that support gay homosexuality. And whenever a leader is against the homosexuality, they will look for a way to tarnish his name so that they can put pressure on a leader and sign that bill that a man can have another man or a woman can have another woman. Even the devil himself was not gay. How can a man be gay? Are you getting my point?
Very clearly.
Mzee was very clear. And is the only leader that in Africa, he told the West off that we are not used to this nonsense. We Africans, we are black people. We have our tradition. You don't have tradition. We have our culture. You don't have culture. We eat ugali. We eat daga. We eat matoke. You eat pizza and chips. We are not the same. Africa is not ready for that nonsense. And if one day they will be ready, then we will tell you. But for now, a man is meant to marry a woman. A woman is meant to be married by a man. We are not used to that nonsense. We are not going to adjust to that nonsense. The only leader that will go in the history of Africa who stood firm and say that we have to protect our children and our culture. When you protect our children and you protect sanity, then God is happy with you. You are a God-sent leader. So it means that Museveni is a God-sent leader. And that's why, look at his age. He's very humble, still strong, despite him being called names by the so-called West. Despite him being in power for 40 years, serving his people every day without going for a vacation, he still comes back, humble himself, and go ask for votes. He still campaigns. He still have that heart to serve his people because he knows that the need for Uganda and the entire region, he is the only one who can offer.
A little bit away from politics, I have seen you in Saudi Arabia. I've seen you in Dubai. I've seen you interact with businessmen, rich businessmen,
Yes.
who are fit to be called investors.
Yeah.
Are you, as an influencer and as you do your influencing work, are you a trade envoy? Are you trying to bring some people to Kenya to invest in Kenya? Can we tap in your contacts to see how we can get some of these investors as well to Uganda?
Well, there are so many people who are passionate. I've been around the world. I've traveled a lot. I've been to Europe. I've been everywhere in the world. And I'll be very honest with you, East Africa is the best. So many people would want to invest in East Africa.
That's interesting.
But the reason why they cannot, some of them cannot invest is because of these things that goes, like for instance in Kenya, the other day, we had issues with, maandamano and such. Now my job is to make sure.
People.
My job is to make sure that we have peace in East Africa. And that's why I am beseeching His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the President of the Republic of Uganda, because he's the only icon we have in East Africa. Take it to the bank. He is uncelebrated Nelson Mandela.
Wow. Dr. Kasipul, say that again.
Not only in, let me repeat it. His Excellency the President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the President of the Republic of Uganda, he is uncelebrated Nelson Mandela. Not only in East Africa region, not only in Uganda, but in Africa. He is the only leader that can unite Africa. We had leaders like Julius Nyerere, Mzee. We had leaders like Nelson Mandela. But tell me today, sit down and tell me, apart from Mzee, who else can unite East Africa? Who else can unite Africa? the only leader that can unite. And that's why we pray, so that God can give him a lot of years under the sun to live. He is the one with the master plan for the entire East Africa region.
And so that takes me back. When we have a peaceful East Africa, do you think the investors can come?
Very many. The other day I was in Dubai and I met someone. I was using Emirates at the business launch. This guy walked in. I don't know whether he was Uganda. He said, "Thank you for supporting Mzee. Thank you for supporting Mzee." I said, "Oh, so you're from?" I said, "Yeah, you don't worry. I just came to say thank you for supporting Mzee." Later on, we were joined by two white people. So they were telling us, how I wish we would come to Uganda and, invest, because right now as we speak, there are so many discovered minerals in Uganda. We talk about uranium, we talk about oil, we talk about gold, we talk about everything. And let me be very honest with you. In East Africa, if someone thinks of investing, or an investor, he thinks first Uganda.
Why is that? Why is it that?
The other day you saw Devki, an Indian guy who came here to invest. He is my friend.
Oh, really?
He is my friend. He knows me. He's my personal friend. Because I happen also to be very close to my president. And he told me that how he wished he could have invested long time ago in Uganda. So, Uganda is our business. It's no longer your business. It's our business. Because
Uganda is the East African business.
it is our business. It is the hub of East Africa. Today, you go to port of Mombasa. Uganda is number one consumer of port of
Mombasa.
Mombasa.
Really?
Yes. Today we eat food from Uganda. We get power from Uganda. So that's why Uganda is our business. And when you talk about Uganda, peace, stability, you talk about Mzee. So Mzee is our business. We have to protect Mzee than any president in East Africa.
And that's what makes you leave your comfortable family, your comfortable home,
Yes.
to come and campaign for Mzee.
Yes. Today as we speak, we had attacks from Al-Shabaab and Al-Qaeda. So many people died. So many people died in Kenya.
True. Was it at the Westgate?
When NATO and America moved out of Somalia, the only military troops that contained Al-Shabaab were from Uganda. And they're still there. It means the security of Kenya is contained and is controlled by the Uganda government. So Uganda has played a major role in East Africa. The other day I was in Juba. And guys were saying, I met this artist called John Frog.
Okay.
He was driving a convertible car. He said, "How are you, bro? Thank you for supporting Mzee." All those Sudanese was telling me, "Thank you for supporting Mzee." I asked them why. They said the reason why we celebrate Mzee is because the peace that we have today in South Sudan is because of Mzee. Are you getting my point?
Very clearly.
You go to Congo, you go to our neighboring country, Rwanda. Mzee has played a vital role in East Africa. That's why we are saying Mzee is our business.
He's not only Ugandan business, but he's East African business.
East Africa business. And that's why I have to tell Ugandans that you have something very special that you need to treasure, protect, love, and secure. That is Mzee. His Excellency Mzee. East Africa Papa.
East Africa Papa is the new name for His Excellency President Yoweri Museveni. Dr. Cassy Pool from Nairobi, thank you so much. Sometimes it's good to get divergent views from different people when we are thinking of going into our elections. It's 15th January. We shall be going to the polls. What do you like in life? Whom do you think can put your desires to fruition? Whom do you think will protect you? Will protect your family? Will see your children grow? Those are the pertinent questions that you need to ask yourself as you cast that vote. Finding somebody from a neighboring country coming in to positively campaign for somebody is not a small feat. He's an influencer of international repute, but he's coming in to help Ugandans see the beauty in somebody that we are with down here in Uganda. I think it is worth giving a deep thought. Asanteni sana ndugu yangu Dr. Cassy Pool.
Nimeshukuru sana.
Na nikipata uwezo yoyote kuongea na mkubwa yoyote kutoka kwa government nitawauliza ati kuna namna yoyote ndugu yangu anaweza akapata kadi, anaweza akapata kitambulisho kupiga kura.
Yes.
Nimefurahi sana, umeongea maneno mingi nzuri, asanteni sana.
Yes.
Naomba Mungu akubarikie.
Nashukuru.
Na lazima nitafurahi tena kukuona. Na kia pili, karibuni Uganda. Ukikuwa Uganda, uko nyumbani.
Mimi niko hapa. I'm still here until after 15th.
Thank you. Thank you. You're very welcome.
Thank you.
All right. Our people, we are on the longest online rally. We are still going on. It's been nice hosting Dr. Cassy Pool from Kenya. We still have more guests coming in, and there are still more hosts, more colleagues of mine coming in to take you on. But I'm still here myself. EDy Sendi is my name. God bless you, and God bless East Africa.